Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Just wanted to go over a couple of stories here today. Some headlines, some things I've been seeing here lately, and something that's been on my mind. Are we going to see social unrest this winter? The reason I ask that is it's been brought up more than once in the news, and I know today, or this was earlier today, I believe, where and you might have seen the story, I'm not sure, but one of the co-founders for Blackstone says that he thinks that the world is facing energy shortages so severe that they could cause social unrest. Now, if you don't remember, Blackstone is or maybe the world's largest asset manager, and they're the ones that have bought up a lot of properties. It's been said that they buy up whole neighborhoods of houses and then turn around and rent them for a lot of money. So their co-founder said again that he thinks the energy shortages that are coming this winter are so severe that it will cause civil unrest. Now his cohort, the chairman, also agrees with that and said that he said inflation. As far as inflation, we are in a new regime. And it's a worldwide thing as far as the energy crisis is going on. And he thinks that we're looking at a real shortage, and the costs are just going to go way up and way up, especially this winter, as far as your gasoline, oil, gas, propane, and like I said, gasoline to go in your vehicles as well. But inflation in general, I mean, it's just, we've talked about this, but it's just going to go into hyper mode, I believe. And I believe it's just going to start ripping people apart. I really do. The way it looks, and even the experts are saying the same thing, that it's just going to keep going up. And especially people on fixed incomes, families who are already struggling anyway, to put food on the table, make all the ends meet, the middle class, lower middle class, and those even in the poverty line as well. I mean, it's just going to hurt. It's going to have an impact on everybody, but I think it'll really hurt those who are on fixed incomes, middle class. Another arrow right into the middle class. It's as if it's on purpose, and I believe it is. I really do. I believe it is. And, gasoline just keeps going up and up. And, depending on the climate, the weather, the climate that you live in, this winter, it can be a real concern, y'all. So if you're in those colder climates, if at all possible, if you're able, get an alternative heating source, okay, try to have a plan to get somewhere where you can, if your electricity is out, or you can't afford to heat your home. And I believe that's what we're going to run into, is where people are not going to be able to afford to heat their home. I believe now. I also wonder why a co-founder and chairman of such a large asset company is expressing concern over civil unrest. So I'm questioning why are they so concerned about that, and to come out and say it like that. Is it because they're a little worried? Are they worried that if enough people rise up and cause a lot of unrest, that their little life would be disrupted somehow? Or is that not the case? Or are they just so insulated, so guarded that it wouldn't matter? It wouldn't matter if you had mass civil unrest. I do wonder about that. I do think that if we have it, things to get that bad, that it's going to also cause the crime waves to increase. We already have crime waves in a lot of big cities. I believe we could see it even worse. This would, when families or when people are backed up against the wall, they can't get food for what they're used to. They can't heat their home. what else do they have to lose? And I think you'll see crime go way up. You could see a lot more theft. You need to be more careful when you're out there, depending on where you're going, especially if you live in the cities. Even if you don't live in the cities, you need to be very careful. Let's keep our situational awareness. We've talked about that in the past. But I think we need to really tick that up and be really careful out there as you go about your business, especially with Christmas shopping, people out and about. The predators, really watch for that kind of stuff. So really be aware of that. So be thinking about your home, even where you live. I don't care where you live. If you think you're in a safe place, think about personal protection, home protection. If you have an alarm system, that's great. But even at that, be aware of what's going on around you. And if things are changing, in your neighborhood, something looks out of place, keep an eye on it. Do you have dogs? Dogs can really be an early alert system. I know ours do a good job of that. Even though they're small dogs, at least if anything comes by, they're making a lot of noise. And so be aware of that. Also, a couple other things I wanted to mention. I did see a thing about inflation in Germany. It says it's up 4.5%, highest in 28 years. So this is not just here in the United States. This is all over the place. The United States GDP is down a dismal 2%. This came out earlier today. 2% versus 6.7% prior to second quarter. This missed an estimated projection of 2.7%. The United States economy is slowing down. It's definitely slowing down. And it could continue. We're going into a winter here. And again, what was it like about a year and a half ago? I don't think it was slowing down. What was gasoline prices a year and a half ago? Yeah. Anyway, just thoughts, something that crossed my mind. Also, I did see something about this. There is, I guess they're going to vote on this in Congress, a 1.75 trillion, with a T, trillion spending bill. They've been doing this, haven't they? I mean, this is another one, I guess, a 1.75 trillion spending. I didn't look really deep into what it is, but I did look at just on the surface a little bit, and it didn't look like anything that would help the folks. I don't know what it's going to do. Infrastructure, I don't know what that means, and their definition. But it did say something about a civilian climate corps that they're forming. So it'll create a lot of jobs. What they're going to be doing, who knows? I mean, what are you going to do? You're in the civilian climate corps. What does that job entail? And it said it's going to bolster, among other things, bolster community resilience. What does that even mean? It sounds nice, I guess, but money laundering going on there. Are they going to? Somebody is getting some money. Somebody is getting rich. Follow the money, right? I mean, sounds like a grift somewhere going on there. Where does this money go to? Maybe we'll never know. Share your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think there's going to be civil unrest this winter? It's hard to tell. Could depend on where you are in the country. So yes, please share your thoughts. God is watching. God bless you. Let's keep in prayer. Let's keep our faith in the forefront here, and try not to don't get anxious. Don't panic. Let's just keep praying. And like I said, God is watching. He's always in control, and always will be, and always with us. Again, God bless you. See you soon.